This next matchup is all come down to this. Now these two tag teams, they've been back and forth with each other. Both have got victories over the other. Now we're going to play a video from the Hitset that sent a message to the Rebellion, which has all led to this matchup. So let's take it away, turn your attentions to the screen. PSA announcement.
For those that don't know, that's a public service announcement. So I'm a civilized citizen, so I try to do things cool, and for bullshit on hand. But you know, which is why I'm opening up this message to let you know we collected our thoughts and realized it's very rare to do it first in wrestling. You see, March 15th, Stonemarket, Rebellion, we go at war again. One more time. This time, we declare the first ever World War Wrestling Tag Team Champions. I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say, you get the synopsis, you get the summary, you get all what I'm trying to say right now. So I'm gonna hand it over to my guy.
It's my turn.
Yeah, your turn. Tell him what I want.
Listen, Rebellion, we've done this 1,055 times now. The result is usually sometimes you win, sometimes we win, but this time there's something on the line. You see, the Tag Team Championship, the first time ever, Tag Team Championship that World of Wrestling ever had. Stonemarket, March 15th, we're going to find out eventually who the better team really is. Don't worry about any other result, don't worry about how you won the last match with a little low blow, don't think we forgot about that. Just remember that this next match we have for those Tag Team Championships is the most important one of your career and ours.
I remember one thing, I remember that low blow. That's cool. Remember the hashtag? What about the big belt medal thing? That just went a hashtag. That's a way of life for us. So don't think you two are getting anywhere near that. I would normally say something more, but guess what I think for now? Say no, out there.
Bottom line is the result is going to be a result, but what's going to happen is war. Champions of war.
So ladies and gentlemen, it's been exactly a year since Champions of War 2. We have a World War Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, we have a World War Wrestling Women's Champion, and now here's tonight, Stonemarket Slam, Champions of War 3. We're going to crown our first ever World War Wrestling Tag Team Champions!
And look at those belts, don't they look beautiful?
And now we have Commissioner Cox presenting the official World War Wrestling Tag Team Championship belts. They are looking absolutely beautiful. Both teams are one apiece. Here at World War Wrestling, we only provide the best in British talent. And I can guarantee you that these two teams that have been live right here, right now, are some of the very best tag teams in British wrestling. So let's get it on. This is contested under 1-4 with a 30-minute time limit. And we will crown the first ever World War Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Introducing first.
So folks, it's time to make history here at World War Wrestling. First ever Tag Team Champions to be crowned, Nick. And let's face it, when you're looking at two contenders, it's hard to think of two better teams to vie for those new belts than the two we've got tonight. Absolutely, Ollie. There is no way that you can actually dispute that these two teams are the benchmark. They are the absolute best. The two matches that they've had today have been absolutely insane. I was able to be referee for one of them, and I didn't want to get between them. On that day, that was when the Hitset won the day. Rebellion Knockout Done wanted a rematch to redo War. They won that match, but it was very, very shady. Double low blows, but they won nonetheless. Tonight, it comes down to this. History will be made.
So we have our first tag team in the ring for this historic showdown. Let's play music and introduce their opponents.
Their opponents, two men that I know all too well. but history will be made. Normally the Hitset are known for having a laugh and a joke about. You saw the video from the Hitset. This means war. Humour's over, boys. This is going to be a fight to the finish and walk away with those shiny new belts.
It's the thing, these two teams know each other so well. This will be their third match. They've had two previous matches here in World War, and as you said, Nick, it's one apiece.
But when you actually look at these two teams, both are very confident professionals, both are very proud teams. I mean, you speak to Roth and you speak to Krupp, they're very proud men indeed. And if they're beaten on their day, they will hold their hands up and they'll say, the best team won. The difference being this time, this is personal because the Rebellion won due to low blows. So Scott, if you needed it, just a little bit extra spice. I said it before, the Hitset usually laugh and have a joke. Kieran Corrupt is normally one of the funniest ones out of the pair of them, but he has not broken eye contact with those Rebellion boys since he walked out. It's all business tonight.
This is a very focused Hitset right now, and it's a very focused Rebellion.
And that's what it's all for. The bragging rights.
Who can say they were the first World War Wrestling Tag Team Champions? Place in the history books right now.
The referee inviting the other team in, inviting the Rebellion into the ring. The Rebellion surprisingly taking their time. Maybe they're just taking stock of the situation. Maybe they're just assessing the fact that it will be history.
So we're quite young into the year here, into 2020, into the decade. This would be a huge way to set up the rest of the year by being the first ever tag team champions.
Well, we have had today some of the best tag teams in British wrestling.
Without a doubt.
We have had the Day Dancers, and now the Unknown is Pretty Deadly. We've had Special Edition, Kip Sabian now at AEW. Brad Slayer no pushover, but Kip over in America now. We have the Lucha Lions, the Lion Kid and Nero Leon.
I've seen my good friends the Aerial Hybrids here as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of good tag teams through these doors, but arguably none better than these two.
Well, here we are.
Right now, as far as, you know, not currently in any major American company. I don't think there's two better teams on the UK scene right now than these four men we see right before us. But there was a shot from Jack Torino.
But obviously he's just taking his time. That shot there, just digging it in and then walking away. Letting it sink in.
Well, Torino knows this is as much a mental game as it is physical. These two teams know each other so well, they know that mistakes are rare. And Torino right there, what he's trying to do is get in the head of Alexander Roth, get him frustrated, get him to make a mistake. But Roth showing that will not happen. And now look, Roth mocking Torino by doing exactly the same. Anything you can do, the Hitset can do better.
But that's what I mean. This is a different Hitset. The Hitset tonight are focused, hell-bent on evening these things up.
And I have the, I'm almost hesitant to say the pleasure of calling many Hitset matches last year and seeing them join forces with the likes of Roy Johnson and Warren Banks, forging the 8-7. They've started a new chapter in their history, and I tell you what, they are more dangerous than ever, but as you said, more focused than ever. And I mean, the victories have just come their way ever since. Not that they struggled beforehand, but they've added that extra flair and that extra level.
Well, the Rebellion, they've come full circle. They've actually worked on their resiliency. Whereas before they may have gone away and licked their wounds, taken their time, moaned a bit about it. Now they come back stronger with new ideas. I mean, you saw it before. The fidget spinner from Taylor Essex.
Yep.
The 4G that they ultimately won the day with in Gillingham. Moves like that. Tag team offense. The chemistry, the understanding for a team that...
Oh, wait. You see Jack Trina just ducking out of that basement cross body. Again, that just shows how well these two teams know each other. Sorry to cut you off, Nick.
Oh no, it's absolutely fine. You're quite right. They do know each other really well. I mean, this match is being contested under a 30-minute time limit, so these guys are going to go.
They're going to need it.
Literally, on this night, there will be no excuses. None whatsoever. No excuses. Croc goes to draw a punch. Now we've got Taylor Essex in the ring. What I was trying to say before is, even though by Hitset standards the Rebellion haven't been a team that long, the understanding that they have between them, the chemistry, the wherewithal of where their opponent is at all times.
They're a partnership forged in fire.
Absolutely.
They've had just as drop kicks from Croc. Torino and Essex have had just as many matches against each other as they probably have as a tag team. As I said, they found that common bond. They found that they were better together than on their own.
Now, how many times have we seen teams just thrown together that don't end up coming to anything? Taylor Essex and Torino just...
They found magic, ultimately. 1, 2. They are that once in a lifetime pairing that, you know, as I said, they started off as they were the best enemies, but even better allies.
Well, we'll see tonight who actually walks away with the gold ultimately.
So this is the ultimate test. Like you said, no excuses. But the best referee in there, he's going to keep an eye on things.
All of these men look in exceptional shape.
Oh, and a low bridging him out to the outside. Oh, wrecking ball drop kick as well.
You see, that's the thing I was talking about. That's the understanding between Taylor Essex and Zach Torino. There was no communication about that was the plan, but instinctively he knew to drop the bridge.
And this is the thing, of both these teams could not be any more on the same page. They're on the same page, they're in the same paragraph, they're in the same damn sentence. And this is the thing, when you've got two teams that know their partners that well and know each other that well, I'll be honest, whoever wins today, I think the fans are going to be the ultimate winners. We're going to see a tag team classic right now.
But I do have to keep in mind that I'm glad that we've actually got the referee we have. We need somebody to keep order, because this could descend quite quickly into chaos.
Not an easy job, right?
He has my utmost sympathies.
Tag made. Ross in trouble, but tag made. And again, both teams know that the tag team basics, tag team 101 is cut that ring in half, isolate a man, divide and conquer.
And they've done an absolutely awesome job of that so far. I can't remember Krupp being in the ring, if at all, apart from a 2-minute period.
Hesitation, drop kick, 1, 2.
The old adage goes there, you win the match in your half of the match in the ring, and not in your opponent's half. Or never a truer word was said. Torino getting a bit hot.
Referee's back turn, Torino distracting the referee while Alexander Ross getting choked out. Ross getting choked out by Taylor Essex.
And the referee hasn't seen a thing.
Again, both these teams know every dirty trick in the book. The mirror imagery between both of these teams is something to behold right now, folks. Two sides of the same coin, if you will. Who's calling heads, who's calling tails?
Well, at the moment, Torino's just picking apart Alexander Roth, the Wolf of Wall Street. Just picking him apart. Corrupt now trying to get the crowd on side, trying to build the noise, trying to upset the Rebellion, making a mistake.
That's not something we see a lot from the Hitset. They normally don't give a you-know-what about the crowd. Going for that a Superman punch, but caught him reversed into the waistlock. Yeah, it's not something that we see often from the Hitset, but there's the tag made.
Launched into Corrupt rather than actually got the tag. I don't think he knew too much about that. Corrupt now, the fresher man by quite some distance, just laying waste to Torino. Torino swinging at nothing and hitting even less. Nice move.
Breaker. 1, 2, not quite.
Corrupt there like a man possessed. That's what I mean. This is a different Corrupt. We haven't seen this before.
A newfound focus from the Hitset. We know that they're belt collectors. I can't think of a company they've ever been in and haven't won tag team gold. And they're looking to add World War II. This
no.
Release suplex from Jack Torino sends Corrupt across the entire way of the ring. 2. Kick out at 2.
It's at times like this I'm so glad that we're sat where we're sat though. That was horrific. If the ropes weren't there, he would have been in the front row easily.
launched across the entirety of that ring.
The trouble is now, though, Torino has to lift that dead weight, drag it across to make that tag to Taylor Essex. But again, they've actually got Corrupt isolated while Roth tries to regain some level of strength or recuperation time, on the outside. Twice.
And as I say, the pendulum of momentum in this one, just swinging back and forth so many times. We've seen the Hitset in control. We've seen the Rebellion in control.
It literally is a tag team masterclass.
Knife edge chops from Taylor Essex. Hard Irish whip. Oh! You see that Essex was coming in there with another plan in mind, but he whipped Kieran Corrupt in so hard.
And again.
Back elbow on that one. Sweeps the leg. Oh! Knee meet in the face. He caught him like Corona with that one. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
And they've still got him trapped in that corner. Roth is still begging to get back in. I don't know how much he's actually been able to recover on the outside, but at this point I think he's just chomping at the bit, trying to be main cheerleader in the corner, standing on high to try and get this crowd on side, which is easy to do. Not only does it actually give Corrupt the sense of where he is to rebuild, but it gets under the skin. Look at Torino's face, it's getting under his skin.
Non-plus.
What is he doing?
Oh, it's a strike for Roth.
Even if Corrupt can make it to the corner now, he won't be able to make the tag because there's nobody there waiting for him.
Leaping knee drop from Torino. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
You have to know that as soon as Commissioner Cox made the stipulations for tonight's match, that these two teams, regardless of where they've been, wherever else they've been, this has been the focus.
Now Torino trying to slow things down.
Roth has made it back into the corner.
Right now it's a long way from making that tag.
Referee checking the arm. Hopefully it won't come down to this. That's 2 from the referee one more time, and we've got new tag team champions. No, the fight goes on. Taylor Essex completely unaware. Taylor Essex completely unaware. Corrupt back to his feet.
Yeah, with authority. Kick out at 2 only.
I'm not sure that Taylor Essex knew too much about what was going on then.
Too busy drawing up the crowd.
Up to his feet. What are they going for here? What are they going for?
Pick him up. Oh, he lands on his feet, Takes him up.
He's gonna...
Oh! Double DDT!
Spiked right in the top of their heads.
DDT's in stereo for the Rebellion.
The 3 men down. Has Corrupt gone enough to make it to the corner to the slightly fresher man, Roth?
Well, this is his opportunity. This is the time. Look at the look of Roth's eyes.
He wants it in the worst way. Torino's on the outside. Corrupt's reaching for it.
Tag made. In comes the Wolf of Broad Street. Big boot. And a European uppercut. Alexander Roth is on fire right now. Big senton.
Taylor Essex, you've met him, but this is not the same Wolf. He's not done with you yet. Oh, Torino wants some. Again,
oh, snap German. Superman punch. There is no one more dangerous than a focused Alexander Roth.
There's a reason he's called the Wolf of Broad Street, because he knows above all else how to fight.
Oh, Blue Thunder. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2. Kick out at 2.
Torino on the outside. Roth going to get Corrupt. What are they going to mind now? Taylor Essex reaching for the corner. There's nobody there. I don't think they're aware of Torino in the corner.
Yeah, Torino climbing that corner. And you just notice that shift of focus. The attention just shifted straight to Torino. The Hitset have spotted an opportunity to take him out of the match. Oh, well, what's this? Sunset Flip. Oh, spear! Spear from Torino to Roth.
Corrupt still prone on the top.
Oh, top rope Hurricane Rana. Top rope Hurricane Rana sends Essex over, sorry.
All 4 men down. No.
Oh, dodges the spear. Dodges the shot. Boot up.
Crop on the middle rope.
Oh, wait,
Torino catching
Torino
him.
caught him. Oh, Michinoku driver. This match is breaking down. Matt Ball letting them go because he knows how much is on the line right now.
That probably came from management that they said nothing stops
My
it.
goodness! Torino was springing up but got caught in that lung blower from Roth. Shote to Essex.
Into the corner. Essex up and out.
Catch me if you can, says Taylor Essex. Springs up. Oh!
Forearm
Catches
straight
Roth.
through the jaw.
Plowed straight through with that one.
What's he going for here?
Brain Buster!
Going for a brain buster. Never works when you telegraph it.
Roth up and over.
Oh, handspring. Handspring roundhouse from Alexander Roth with perfection.
This is what it means to these men. I said it before about the teams we've had in World War Wrestling before. To be the first ever tag team champions we've ever had. That's quite something, but with these two teams, this is beyond personal. This is, I'd venture a guess to say this goes beyond the goal.
This is about pride. This is about reputation, and this is about championship gold.
The referee up to a 5 count. Don't tell me it's going this way, surely.
Taylor Essex back up. Just about. You see him fall straight back down.
The men face to face. All 4 men.
Trading bombs right now, back and forth, left and right.
They've already given so much and they're just prepared to give that little bit more. There is no quitting any of them, exchanging sides.
Oh, Lariat and a boot. Oh, it catches him. Oh, chucks the boot of Taylor Essex into the face of Torino off the ropes. Oh, spinning roundhouse. Oh, I think we're going to go. Oh, guillotine 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Corrupt on the outside, now it's just Taylor Essex and Roth. What's Taylor got planned?
Tag made. Boot for Corrupt. Oh, we're
Are they going for it?
Going for a bit 4G.
They're going for the 4G.
Springs up. Oh, nails it.
4G.
Straight in the middle of the ring, nowhere for Roth to go. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2. Kick out at 2. The Hitset is still alive in this match.
There might even have been a 5G with the amount of impact from that move.
Not the reception that the Rebellion were hoping for.
The Rebellion were hoping the corks had been popped and they were ready to be crowned champions, but this show must go on. It's not over yet, boys.
Right away, up on the shoulders. Up on the shoulders. This is dangerous territory if you're Alexander Roth. He's fighting out.
Uh-oh.
And Corrupt picking the leg of Torino. Oh, there goes Taylor Essex to the outside. Now the Hitset have the high ground.
And Torino onto himself.
Oh, murder shot from the Hitset.
Is that going to be
1,
it?
2, no! Kick out at 2 again. I've seen them win countless championships with that very move, but somehow, some way, the Rebellion's still in this one.
We've said it all along. It's going to take something special. They've faced each other so many times before. It's going to take something a little special, something a little bit different.
Oh, boot to Corrupt.
Roth with a hard shot to the side of Torino's head. Torino with Roth on the shoulders. Torino calling the shots, knowing the urgency is needed.
Rolling senton. Oh, went for the double foot stop, but he got out of the way.
Torino looked like he was going for that moonsault.
Oh!
Uh-oh, that's not a place you want to be. That's not a place you want to be.
Oh, drops it. Oh, super murder shot to Torino. 1, 2.
No, no.
Taylor Essex just pulling the ref out.
I thought that was it. Just as his hand was about to drop, he stopped it.
The super murder shot. I've never seen that. Never seen that. I mean, that's not just a 3 count. That would be a 300 count for Torino right there.
But the mistake that Taylor Essex has made is he put the hands on the referee.
Roth was going for a suicide dive. Oh, Taylor Essex catches him with a reversal. And that just means Corrupt's in there on his own with the Rebellion. Oh!
Taylor Essex smashing his head into the turnbuckle and a kick to the top for good measure. Where are they going for this now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Power bomb position. Power bomb
Buckle
position.
bomb.
Oh! Buckle bomb into the enziguri. Oh! Moonsault. Moonsault takes down Roth. What's this?
That's what they were going for before. Torino's going up.
Springs up.
This is the 5G.
5G. 5G.
That's definitely the 5G.
1, 2, 3. And just like that, Nick, you said it was going to be something special. You said it was going to take something special, man, and you were not wrong.
For me, that was insane. This is why it's come to this. And I will actually give Rebellion their props. They gave it their all in the first outing against the Hitset. Community Chaos won. They came unstuck. They went again in Gillingham and won with a low blow. Tonight, they wanted it a little bit more. That 5G, my God, that was horrific.
They had to take it to somewhere new, somewhere extreme, somewhere the Hitset had never been. And when we saw the super murder shot, and it took the equivalent move What a match. I could have watched that all day, Nick. But ultimately only one team could walk away, and that team is the Rebellion.
And from now until the end of time, forever next in the history books will be, they are the first ever World War Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
You know, they say you never forget your first. What a match, and what a way to end the first half here at Champions of War 3.
And the Hitset, what's shown from them? They had to be a winner tonight. There was no question as to whether we would have a winner or not. I salute all four men in this match. And I didn't know which way it was going to go either.
They could have gone either way.
The Hitset will go again. They can be very proud of their performances tonight, Champions of War 3. They'll go again. They will come again. This is going to hurt, but they can be very proud of their performance here tonight, and each and every time, and the crowd don't think anything less of them. It's just they came unstuck on this one particular occasion.
But Nick, I think we need to take a short break after that. Folks, we've got so much more planned for the second half. Don't go anywhere, because we will be back to Champions of War 3 in just a moment.